Is your boy Big Mike.
What?
And then behind the mic, behind the cameras, behind the action, all things that make this possible, we got Tiny.
Thank you, guys.
What's up, Brandon?
He finally got himself set up this episode with a camera, which we needed because he was being excluded over there.
Yes.
All right, we got to get this man in some action. And then it's just us today. We're chilling.
Yep.
We've finished up a day of work, and now we find ourselves at the round table.
Square table.
Whatever it may be.
So, Brandon, I think you said you had some stuff you wanted us to talk about today.
Well, we got some things that happened around in Bonifay. Some of the stuff was set up in the past couple of weeks. Let's see here. They ended up breaking a world record for a crop that was made. It was a giant watermelon.
It's an orchard,
It's
Brandon.
an orchard. No, so it was an orchard.
Wait, it was in a watermelon orchard?
And it broke the record in Florida. Brandon,
that's
not
Florida.
the world
I
record.
thought it broke the record in Florida. See, that's why
He's
doing
not
your research.
reading it well.
That's why doing research now,
It's
guys.
a crop.
So hold on. Is the crop called an orchard?
No, they grew the Florida's largest orchard that weighed 124 pounds.
I don't think it's
Yep,
called
124
an orchard,
pounds and
guys.
6.
Guys,
yes.
an orchard is like it's like a
orchid.
Orchid.
Okay, come on,
orchard,
Brandon.
like an
Okay.
apple orchard is what I'm thinking.
yeah. That's what I was thinking
Oh,
too.
Jesus.
Like, so did they have a square, like the most square footage of an oyster? Orchid.
What else, Brandon? Let's get this one right next time.
Okay.
We just hurt some people's feelings on that one.
Wait, were they from Bonifay that grew the biggest orchard?
Yes,
Oh,
they
they
were.
were?
It
Okay.
says Bonifay
Shout out.
resident Dean and Christine Baker set the record recently for growing the heaviest brushel ground. Brushel? That is, I never heard of that vegetable.
It's not a
Brussels. Brushel. I
Brussel.
can't read. Ground in the States with the
No, it wasn't a Brussels. It was
it was a Brussels. It weighed 124 pounds. Florida's largest festivals are taken by the I can't even read that one. Science
my
department
God.
at the University of Florida.
good job. What's the
So
next
hang
one?
on, can we get a round of applause for who was it, Dean?
yeah, good job, Dean.
Woo!
Oh yeah,
Dean
we'll
and
get it
Chris-
around the spot.
Woo!
Yes.
Good job.
Bravo, buddy.
There we go.
I want to talk about the wormholes.
Yeah. Ozzy, I want to go ahead and get into some.
What kind of hole are you talking about, bro?
The wormholes.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Hunter, tell them your stories.
I don't have too many stories. I just got a lot of videos.
Tell me a video that you watched.
Oh, snap. You got proof of it, though.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm just getting like brainwashed or something, but I keep seeing videos of wormholes, which are apparently, if you fall down one, you get taken to another dimension.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, that's pretty much, that might be fictitious, but it could be real because there is a lot of people. There's a guy named like Al Balick, and he was a part of a project where he has time traveled. He has experienced wormholes, and it's just pretty. I mean, I wouldn't see this guy lying. This guy was like old, like 70,
Old and senile, or
70 or 80 years old.
I'm old.
Yeah.
partially
Well, I mean,
senile.
like, he was old enough, to like know some things. Like, I don't think he would lie about it.
Like
So
Bob Lazar old.
he was a part of this project called the Montauk Project, which was actually based after, I guess, Stranger Things was based off of it.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody here seen Stranger Things?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I stopped after season 2.
Oh.
I
Dude,
stopped watching after that.
Best move you could have made right there, man.
Just stopped after season 2.
Just straight
is-
downhill after season 2.
No.
Hey.
You serious?
To you, really?
Because you're a scaredy cat and don't like scary movies.
Dude, the
No,
last season was
no.
pretty decent.
Had to
It was
do with it.
Well,
scary.
yes, but no.
It was scary.
It was scary. I don't know. It just like the plot sort of seemed to lose me after the second season. Like the character developments were a little weird. Mike got real weird. And wait, it wasn't after season 2.
Why did Mike get weird?
Mike just got weird, man. At first, Mike was cool. Like he was one of the boys, but then he was struggling, like trying to be a man. Or no, he started getting feelings for Elle, and then he was trying to act more mature, but then he was still acting immature. And then wasn't after season 2 that they moved to Arizona?
All through the season,
Elle and Will
1 through 2, 3, 4, we knew he was going to be gay.
That was Will.
You're talking about a different character.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said he changed
He's
and had
not
Mike
openly
is the-
gay, I don't think. in
No,
the
he
show.
never did say he was gay. But
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about the
So
wrong
it's
person.
implied. But no, so Mike was the one that everybody stayed in his house and they like hung out in his basement.
Is this the headbang? Oh no, which is this?
Mike's a kid.
I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, so he's
Mike's the one with like the black hair, looks like
Sticking up all over.
looks like a Queen
Yeah.
singer or something. I don't know.
He was in love with Elle.
I
Correct.
think he was in the Beatles.
No, he was in. He
Dude.
was.
No, I'm thinking Morrison.
Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison?
Jim
Yeah.
Morrison.
That's
From
who I-
Doors?
Yes, from the Doors.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell us the story about what about this guy. Tell us not the
He
movie,
did tell us.
not the movie, but tell him the things that he saw or what's going on with.
So what did the guy
Look.
see, the old guy? Like
Yeah.
I know he said wormholes could exist. You said you had videos, but what like did he say?
So apparently he
gone through a
traveled
wormhole?
back in 1749, and I didn't read that. I didn't see what he talked about, what happened in 1749.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's mixed things though, because like
I wonder where he went.
it's kind of
That's
like what
before
you said
America.
earlier. Like if you're going to a different dimension, it's not like it's a different time. You know, it's two totally different things. So he's traveled to 1749, and then he's traveled to 2137. And he said it was obviously drastically different. Tall buildings. There was even cities that were like floating at that point because
Wow.
apparently by that time that they've learned to control gravity and could, I
Wow.
guess, make a floating city.
Yeah.
Well,
2749 was the next one that he went to.
2749?
Yeah.
wow.
Did he say we were still around like by then?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't really remember exactly.
Felt like we'd have done nuked each other by that point somehow.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what he said.
Well, Grant, what's your opinion?
Wormholes. I mean, look, dude, I've seen videos. Sinkhole just opens up under the. I seen this guy that was like sitting in a classroom the other day in a tiny chair, and then all of a sudden the floor just opens up and disappears underneath him, and a huge sinkhole emerges. But somehow he had the balance and reflexes to straddle over the hole and get away, and he caught his phone and kept his phone from falling.
Wow.
So I don't know if these wormholes and these sinkholes have any correlation.
So if
but
you fall in a sinkhole, it might be a
it
wormhole.
might, like, what percentage chance that you're just going to launch into another dimension or place in time? I think it's a good
Sure.
chance to take. I guess.
I can
Why haven't
promise
we
you.
tried to dig up quicksand?
Let me say this, y'all. He's going to go.
What if we dug up quicksand? What would be under quicksand?
Under quicksand is a wormhole to another dimension that's slowly
Exactly,
sucking
right.
in the sand, and the
Yes.
government just keeps pouring new sand on it so that we don't realize all the sand's being sucked into another dimension, and we're making it the best beach ever.
Where do you go?
Okay, so I saw one more video of the desert.
Okay.
That's, you know, we were just talking a little bit about it earlier, but apparently there was a guy that talked to another guy that went out into the desert, and I'm sure they had some kind of like location they were specifically trying to go to because apparently they had an idea that something was there.
Mm-hmm.
They drilled down 700 feet and they hit wood throughout all of this sand. And so they hit wood. They go further and there's a forest under the desert.
Wow.
A forest. And there's been talk that there was these people called ant people.
Ant people.
And there's a, you know, like a conspiracy saying they're the reason they're the reason of the sand in the desert. Because that's another thing. Everybody's like, how did the sand get here?
Yeah.
So
How did the sand get to the desert?
yeah,
There originally wasn't sand in the desert?
I
or-
don't think so. I mean, apparently, I don't know. I didn't really, like
Yeah.
I said, I didn't do that much research into it. Brandon could probably pull up something.
Well, they say it. The desert.
Come on,
bro.
Jamie.
Yeah, get in the game,
Yeah.
bro. You're the
Grows
IT
and
guy.
grows.
So sand, though, I mean, that's interesting because again, we're talking sand, but 700 feet they hit wood. So is this like you hit the wood and the wood is like a dome around the forest underneath?
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Let me talk to the
sand right now.
The hidden city of Atlantis
Yeah.
in the Sahara, though.
Yeah.
And
But
it's
you
under
got to
the
go
desert.
through wood before you get to the forest.
Sand.
So, I mean, apparently there's some kind of decking.
You got a carpet.
Now, is that yellow pine or is that tree?
The oldest cedar they could, that's known to
my
man.
goodness.
Oh, I think that actually was a part of it. The wood they pulled up was like something not known. Like I
A
think
different
that was
type of
some-
wood.
like
old
a,
petrified
some
wood
kind
or
of different style radiated wood.
Wow.
It's
How
Mars
come-
wood.
How come it's not published? You know, where they actually they showed the stuff. Did they do all that? Or are they just, is this just hearsay stuff?
What's the
Do they
question?
have proof about the wood?
Is it
It's all
documented
hearsay,
that
man. This guy
forest is under
guy
the desert?
said that he knew a guy. So
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
Oh,
like
okay.
he didn't
Knew a guy.
actually do it. He knew a guy.
The
Wow.
old knew a guy.
Yeah, oh, I knew a guy, one time.
Yep.
Hey,
I
I'll
know
tell you.
you
I'll
guys.
tell y'all
Man,
a
it was
story.
my uncle.
I'm going to talk about aliens.
Let's go.
About 8 years ago, we were at our house, not the house we live in now, but a previous house. And, you know, as it goes in the country, us country boys, when we like to go to the restroom, we like to step outside.
Yeah.
So I stepped outside and was, you know,
Mm-hmm.
doing my business. I was looking up at the sky
Mm-hmm.
and I looked up real hard and I said, what is that? So I looked up, and I saw it's dark as ever, but there was a triangle spaceship darker than the dark. You know how weird that sounds? It's like you look up and you see it. It's dark, but this thing's darker than that.
Oh my god!
And I looked up at it and I'm going, what is that? It
Like
was
I
right,
see the
stars.
silhouette.
Like,
of
yeah,
it.
it was just a
triangle.
silhouette, just a triangle. And it was just a set there,
darker
not
than
moving.
the dark.
Darker than the
Yeah.
dark.
I've seen that.
So
Crazy.
I don't quite remember what I did after that, but I think I came inside and I went to bed.
Finished off the bottle of Crown.
Yeah, I think I did. But it was look,
I went outside
I-
the deal.
no
looked
lie.
up.
no lie, that happened. It's out there off of Highway 2 and Miller's Crossroads.
Yeah.
That's
Now
where I saw
look,
it.
that
It was
is
weird.
that's one of them.
I know,
areas.
man, and
no
nobody-
service, nothing.
Nothing out there.
Helicopters flying around,
all the time.
I'm pretty
drones
sure there's
flying
aliens.
around. There's got to be something.
Definitely some drones.
Just a weird
definitely
thing.
There's
drones.
lots of like military helicopters
Yeah,
that fly
all
over
the
out
time.
there.
What's weird
So
is it's at night.
This
That's
was
when I
no
see it
noise.
The most is like at night.
And I was just trying to look up at the stars, because we got beautiful stars out there. And all of a sudden I see that and I said, what in the world?
see something
Sure
flying
enough.
in front of the stars.
Not even flying. It just sat there in one spot. And I thought, what is going on?
Mhm.
It was probably scanning you.
Could have been.
It's like, do I want to take this one? He's within my jurisdiction, but should I take him?
Scott would be a really good one
No.
to take.
Scott would interview him once he got up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
Well, what,
Hey, what's
they'd have threw me back pretty quick.
Scott said, "Y'all got anything on here I can fix?"
Hey, I've worked on eye doctor equipment before. I think I can handle this advanced alien technology.
Yeah.
Tiny would have been like, "Hey, y'all got any
Oh,
appetizers on
Tiny,
this bitch?"
Tiny,
Yeah, I'm pretty
Tiny
hungry.
be in heaven if he got
Well,
up there.
Let's
Yeah.
just face it, we all know what aliens do. I'd rather them wine and dime me first for whatever the hell
Because
they're
they
gonna
could be
do.
probing. I
Yeah.
don't know about the probing part.
I don't
Yeah.
know about the probing.
Have y'all watched interviews with people that like get abducted by aliens?
I've seen a few things.
I've seen a few, especially with the. I can't even think of about the couple that got abducted. It's like the standard that people go to that they lost 2 hours. I can't think of their names though. I hate that I can't remember their
Is
names.
it a movie based off of them?
I think so. Joe Rogan always brings them up.
So you know what I don't understand? These people say they're sleeping at night and they get them, but they lose 2 hours. How do you know you lose 2 hours at night when you're
I
sleeping?
haven't heard that.
I know. I don't know if I'm thinking of the same one as Brandon, but there was a Netflix show, and it was all these abductions that happened between like I'm gonna say 1975 and 1985, and it was all in like Massachusetts or like somewhere in that northeastern region at certain like counties, and a whole bunch of people got abducted like within a certain period of time within this county. By a whole bunch, I'm gonna say like 10 or 12, which would be like 10 or 12 people getting abducted out here in Bonifay and Caryville and Chipley and everything like that.
It's possible.
Very possible. Very likely. But what I was going to say is those people, like one of them remembers they were driving across the bridge or something. It was late in the middle of the night. And then all of a sudden they saw this super bright light emerging in front of them. And then it just engulfed the entire sky. And they like were looking up in awe. And then the next thing they knew, it was like, let's say they were driving home after church or they were driving home after something. And the next thing they knew, it was like the morning after. Sorry. It was like the morning after whenever they woke up.
Wow.
So they're like the last thing. They were like the last thing that I remember is we were driving home and I saw this bright light emerge. And then next thing I knew, I was at my house and it was 6 a.m.
So
my daughter and we just woke up.
That's similar.
Didn't we
to the
talk
ones
about
I've
the
heard.
Antarctica where they guaranteed the aliens that they could take a certain amount of people if we did this? Where it
That was the Nazi story, right?
Yeah,
that was the Nazi
who
story.
told that story?
I seen a video on it.
Who did the who's the one that
So
mentioned
it was somebody, it was Sam Tripoli on JRE.
Soviet Union, didn't they get it?
Something about during the Eisenhower administration or something.
Yeah.
There was a lot of activity on Antarctica. And so they were like, what's going on in Antarctica? So they sent a whole fleet of troops or something. And whoever was a major colonel back then was the one whose diary they uncovered recently and like read all this information from. But supposedly there were beings not from our planet or aliens or whatever you want to classify them on Antarctica. And the general of that fleet of people or whatever met with them. And supposedly they had a deal with the Nazis that the Nazis were enabled to use their advanced technology in exchange for them abducting some of the people to some of the Nazis personnel that live within their country to run experiments on and tests and things of that nature. And so supposedly the general of Eisenhower made like the same deal with them at the time, except what he decided to do was only allow them to take people from certain regions or certain areas. And so there's like something, the missing 417 or missing 411. And maybe look that up, Brandon, like try missing 417. And it's something about the number of people that have gone missing super mysteriously in national and state parks or just national parks, where there's a big number of people that were seen, like, you know, people pitch camp for the night and they just saw them like a second ago. And the next thing they knew, they were gone. They searched for days and never found the people anywhere. Like they just vanished in the blink of an eye.
Apparently there's a documentary out on this one as well. It was made, it's made several years back. It's made in 2016. It is, it's called Missing 411.
Missing 411.
There we go.
411.
It's a documentary.
You want me to drink?
And
don't put your mouth on it.
Oh shoot!
All right, you ain't gonna come to work the next 2 weeks. All right,
Yeah, he's gonna get sick. But apparently, there's a couple of movies based off of.
What's wrong with y'all?
You sliding that drink.
They're talking crap about me.
Apparently, there's two different movie variants. There's one just called Missing 411, the Haunted, and apparently there's another one called The Missing 411 Behind the Mystery, which is the documentary. So apparently they made a movie version.
So does it say if it was state parks or national or where they were all abducted from?
It breaks down the full part, and you're right. It's stateside and all the parks as well.
Okay.
wow.
So supposedly, according to this colonel's diary or whatever, Eisenhower and them made a deal with him, and they're allowed to abduct people. The alien extraterrestrial beings are allowed to abduct people from national parks,
I've heard of this.
state parks, and keep them to do tests on and everything.
Yeah,
like
it's like
that.
it's like a bargain deal that
Yeah.
they've made.
We get to use their technology.
Yeah, and not tell nobody.
Yeah, and you know what? That's where the
Elon Musk.
the squatty potty came from.
No.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. The aliens were like, look, in exchange for your people, we'll give you the patent to the squatty potty. And we're like, done.
Bro, you all about that squatty potty. I
I'm going to be honest with you. I kick it out of the way when I go to the bathroom.
I hate saying that.
Irritates me.
Hey, I hate saying that shit works.
If y'all were as tall as a leprechaun, you might appreciate it. Okay?
I do. Yeah. I can't even get my legs up. I cramp, so I just push it out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So I'm pretty sure there are aliens.
Oh, heck yeah.
There's no doubt.
Too much proof.
Now. I mean, shoot.
Yeah.
You know, they still hadn't told us about Area 51. They're just throwing these videos out at us. But
I've heard so many people say, though, that's worked at Area 51. There's 7 or 8 different species of aliens. And I've heard also people say that they've killed aliens.
Yeah.
Like,
I would
thousands.
So.
I'd believe it.
Huh?
That's what I've heard.
Where?
See, I feel like if it got to that point, like killed thousands,
it'd be rough. So I didn't believe that
it would
either.
be a war, though.
I would agree. I would agree. But there, I have heard there's the Greys, and then there's another one,
the Blues. What about the Indigos?
There's the Yellows. Hey, what's the ones with the long blonde hair and the blue eyes?
What about the Cooter Browns? Do they have any of those?
Yeah, there's a few of them in there.
Okay.
Thousands of them. Oh my god,
thousands of them.
Well, look, I would believe like if they're out there,
them there.
I feel like, and like that's what Bob Lazar talked about. He supposedly worked in not Area 51, but whatever the nearby mysterious extraterrestrial base is, and what they had there were alien crafts that had been like flown and damaged, or they wrecked them, and they found the remains of them and would take them in and try to reverse engineer them so they could kind of figure out the technology the aliens use.
Well, everyone flows to Bob Lazar. He's the one that worked there, and they tried to make him disappear.
I only know him from that movie.
What, Bob Lazar?
Bob Lazar's blah blah blah.
The end of the time, the one with Will Ferrell.
The one with Will Ferrell.
You know, like where he goes back in time, he rides that little roller coaster, and he goes back in time with Danny McCarthy or Danny McBride.
I don't know this.
I don't know if that has anything to do with Bob Lazar.
Yeah, they had these things in there called Lazars or something like that.
No, Bob Lazar.
That's a laser.
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar is a dick.
No, bro. I'm serious.
Bob's laser.
I was about to say Land Before Time.
Back to the Future. I know it.
Oh my
God. We're just kicking on some old school movies.
Hey, I want to say this. You know, the government, this is what's crazy. I don't trust the government at all.
Well,
but, you know, all of a sudden they start showing, they declassify stuff.
Yeah.
So are they doing this because they know something's fixing to happen and they're going to go, okay, we're going to start showing the people that
up to it? Like
that's my opinion. They're warming us up, and then they're all of a sudden going to come, oh, by the way,
like
there's aliens.
They've already pissed off the aliens, and they know they're fixing to retaliate.
Yes,
and so you know, slowly.
That's how it's going to happen.
Just look, if they show their aliens and stuff, you know, it's going to mess a lot of stuff up here in the world.
As we got one comment that we just got in from says, "What about Skinwalker Ranch?"
Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah,
yes, we are familiar with Skinwalker
Ranch. That is a pretty neat place.
They really hadn't found anything there, but look, I watched that show.
Yeah.
That's a good show, guys.
Yeah.
But you know, they make you want to watch it over and watch the next one. Oh yeah, we're fixing to find something.
I haven't looked too much up with like the UFO stuff. I have heard there is UFO stuff out there, but
I think they were almost hinting to like the same thing with the wormhole theory about them being different dimensions in a weird sense, but
they think it's right above it.
Hey,
There's
Brandon, Google what Skinwalker Ranch
like.
Their little
part of me.
What happened?
They think it's a portal at Skinwalker Ranch.
So there's a wormhole at Skinwalker. Oh, now we're talking, dude.
Spaceships just appear and then they disappear through the
That's
portal.
what I was
there's
thinking,
one.
bro.
There's got to be one in the ocean too, because a lot of the Tic Tac videos they come up out of the ocean and then move off, and then they come back into the ocean. And I think people that have seen it have seen where the ocean literally separates in a certain spot, and then some.
Are you talking about
up to the surface?
Oh yeah, I've heard they're in the ocean.
The ocean, like we haven't seen all the bottoms of the ocean, but part of me, the conspiracy theorist in me, thinks that they're trying to install a one world government, and the aliens are how they're going to plan to do it. They're going to pit us against the aliens and say we've got to come together as a whole planet, or else they're going to devastate us and wipe us out. And then they get everybody under the same leadership, put one one dictator in place to control everybody and enslave everyone.
Antichrist.
The Antichrist.
Yeah, I doubt that part.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, the concept is interesting.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, close enough.
Could be it.
She is here.
But like the concept though is like, you think social media and just TV in general, movies that are just mentally preparing us to seeing all this weird stuff when it comes down with aliens or these kind of creatures in general?
What if the aliens or interdimensional beings communicated with the filmmakers and actually delivered them the intel to make the movies, like the robot movies like Ex Machina that are like, oh, probably there's a chance that's going to actually happen like at some point.
I'm sure it's already
It's
happening.
crazy.
Or the Matrix.
Dude,
they're like, you're
have
all
you
in
seen
a
like
simulation.
all these videos of
We
like
dropped
these
the
people
hints.
cloning people? Like they used to clone sheep, they clone people too.
I can believe that. I think there's
like
like
it's a
3
real
Joe
thing.
Biden.
Like I've heard
around.
multiple people say it's like
Well, that's just gene therapy or just I'm not smart at all to know these terminologies.
I don't know if it is
No,
gene
no, you
therapy
are,
though.
man.
It's like
Gene
it says
splicing?
cloning somehow.
Cloning,
gene
that's
copy.
it.
They use your DNA.
they say it's similar to how they used to clone sheep.
So all they need is a
Very
pluck
similar.
of Uranus hair,
Mhm.
and they can clone back to replica.
You know what? I can see that.
Anus hair. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
That's the only challenge. You have to wipe off the seat when you're done using the bathroom. And you're good. Like,
They never can clone you.
never get you, man.
Well, it's almost like the theory too about, of course, this is like a deathbed story, but if you were fixing to die and you had 2 options, either upload your brain or being uploaded to the internet or downloaded to a robot, but you never had to face death, would y'all take it? Or the third option is to die and not do either or. But would y'all actually think about the whole mortality of it? Would any of y'all pick that? If y'all were, I mean,
No.
not
So you just die?
I'd go away.
You just want to die.
We're all meant to die.
Yeah, we are. We're all meant to die. I think that's the best way too. What about you, Tiny?
probably the same thing, because eventually
Tiny would not. Tiny would live forever.
Tiny would be like, upload my brain.
I plug my brain in the computer and I'm going to control the world.
I'll have the dopest pad in the metaverse.
Exactly. Ain't that right?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm too curious about what comes after this
Yeah,
life
I
to
agree,
just
man.
like toss in that whole idea and be like, I guess I'll be immortal. Just copy me into the computer system
I
and
agree.
let my soul or consciousness live on through there.
I think Facebook's fixing to do that, aren't they? With the media
The
thing.
metaverse.
Metaverse.
Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah,
interesting.
Dude, that's the end of the world.
It's just going to make people that are already hermits become even
Yeah, it's
more
gonna be
hermits
terrible.
because they already were online all the time. Now they're going to be
So, like,
Always.
what
Let me-
exactly is it doing to make people like?
It's virtual reality.
So it's like Ready Player One.
so
Not quite there yet.
Okay.
No, it's more like you're at home, obviously, right now in front of a computer screen. Eventually, though, like they'll have virtual reality glasses that you'll wear, and it'll turn your actual home that you live in into the design of your choice.
Yep.
They may already have that. I don't know.
Mhm. Yep.
So your pad in real life, you'll wear these glasses. Your pad in real life will look just like it does online. And then if people in real life visit you online, in your pad, which you're in online with the reality glasses, you'll still see those people whenever they come into your house and be able to interact with them.
Mhm.
But then you can travel from your virtual online pad to other people's online pads or to virtual public places, and then interact with them through this VR, this virtual reality, and visit them in their pads or their homes that they've designed and
That's
created,
very
the
similar
land they've bought, like
to
all this
Ready
stuff.
Player One.
we
Now,
could
you seen
we,
that?
we could be doing this
Watch it.
podcast
It's
on the
decent.
at home.
Kinda. Almost. Just about. If we all each had an Oculus Rift, we could put our digital verse on there. And
There's going to be a lot of fat people in this world. I just want to say that.
well, let me ask y'all this though, with like things like gaming, social media, and because a lot of people you think more people are more introverted now compared to like being an extroverted person, like they go out and do things, or do you think more introverts are being pushed out there more often than because you don't have to go anywhere? It's
Yeah.
or y'all think the opposite? You think it's going to make more introverted people more extroverted?
I think it's going to be the way you first described it. People are going to become more introverted as a whole, because when you interact with people like out in public and stuff, it's sort of, it's not totally natural. Like you kind of learn how to interact with people. And if you're always visiting people online, you'll lose your ability to be social in reality. So I feel like they'll become more introverted because they'll have less confidence in their real life social skills and then flee to the online metaverse in order to feel confidence and stuff for themselves.
I agree.
I can see that.
In their avatar that they design that looks like anything, but
right. You can imagine you weigh 400 pounds, but you make your body look good in your avatar.
And then you go home with a chick from the metaverse that looks super hot. And you have no idea what she really looks like.
It turns out some 30-year-old dude.
That's
man. I wonder, is there anything else that's happening in Bonifay?
I ain't bringing up anything in Bonifay.
Why? Bring it up. Bonifay needs a night, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Hunter, we're in between dimensions now, son.
That's right. What do you say?
Listen, man,
we're Interstellar.
Well, let's go back to Skinwalker Ranch a little bit. Now, do y'all think a lot of that's more played with drama, you think? Or do you think there's actually something
It's a TV show.
But
my honest opinion is they dumped a bunch of radiation in those mountains up there, and then now it's just feeding off and giving them weird vibes and weird stuff going on with their electronic stuff, just my opinion. Radiation. A couple of them got radiation poison out there.
And that is a common thing that happens, though. I mean, if you go to some of the other states out in the world or out in the United States, there are places that are contaminated with radiation poisoning.
Frog Island, same thing.
Yeah, imagine Vietnam. I'm sure they got some radiation poisoning.
No, they got the
Agent Orange.
All over. It's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that when they had the Vietnam War that they controlled the weather? The Americans did when they put out the Agent Orange out in the land. It made it rain all the time
to spread it all out.
But it made it rain so they would bog down the enemy's cars and stuff. They made it rain.
Yeah, they put stuff into the atmosphere that caused it to react.
Crazy how they can do that.
That is awesome,
bro. They can do that. They can control the atmosphere.
So our atmosphere is getting controlled right now.
I don't think
right now. They could make it rain in here, son.
To a certain degree.
In this building.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
Make it rain on it. Yeah. They can really do that.
I don't know if we got the money, and Brandon's not pretty enough.
Hey, you just wait. I put on a blonde wig. I can look pretty damn good.
Blonde wig. Brandon will be the guy.
Okay.
I'm reading some of the reports out in Bonifay. I don't know. Some of these stories are kind of sad. I know I'm laughing, but it's just like
okay.
Hit us with the saddest one. I want to hear the one.
Brandon, okay. Let's do it the happiest thing.
Okay.
What's some events coming up?
Not sad, traumatic.
What's some events coming up in Bonifay? Waukesha Way.
It's just the way Brandon reads it.
I know.
Funny. It's not like with the way he's reading it. It's like he's not thinking that he's about to say what he's about to say. He's just reading it the way he wants to read it. If he knew what it said, he's like, "Oh, I might need to read this way."
Yeah.
It's like reading it question form and raising his eyebrow.
And you're just along for the ride, like. Wood chipper sawmill. God, what happened to this man?
Oh my gosh.
Man, a lot of stories. Sadly, a lot of stories with meth. I mean, there's one lady that died from a dog attack. There's another.
That's terrible.
That's awful.
Dude, that's awful.
There was one that was a woman arrested in a double homicide for she's expected of a double homicide
in Holmes County.
In Holmes County.
Well, there was like a man and a woman that got murdered like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
I ain't gonna say
the name. They caught like two guys from Dothan that killed them, and they got recovered in like Westville.
So you mean they killed them here in Holmes County and went back to Dothan?
Yeah, and they found them in Dothan.
Go get your gun permits, guys.
Yeah,
sealed weapon.
Yeah. Sealed carry.
Got to keep those people out of your house.
Mm-hmm.
Get your Berettas. Get your Mossbergs. Get that Glock.
There you go.
You never know.
Okay.
Coming for you.
Brandon, they can see you too.
I know they can sing. I'm trying to understand this person's question.
I feel like Brad's going
I'm
to
very dyslexic, guys. So if you send a question and I read it wrong, I do apologize.
What was the question?
It says,
Let's see what we got.
it says, but what about the animal mutilation?
Animal
Mutilation.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm an idiot, guys.
Listen, what is a skinwalker? That's where the mutilation comes from, guys.
Oh, is that where they combine pigs and humans?
No,
into one thing?
skinwalker is a human.
That's a hybrid.
Human that turns into anything they want.
Yeah.
They can turn into a
They
werewolf.
metamorphosize into anything.
And that's real, bro. I read
It's like
something on that just the other day.
Human chameleon hybrid.
Yes, it could have.
Yeah, that can be a thing.
Yeah, they're called skinwalkers.
They're called skinwalkers.
Yes.
I'm actually
Shocking
Changelings.
So, who is the person? Do we know who's asking those questions, Brandon?
No,
uh,
on blast.
Don't put them on blast, Scott,
Well,
Master
that's-
Chief.
Weird question.
Okay, I
I'll
was just
figure out
curious.
who. It doesn't show me their name.
I thought it was James Monk because he always asks me about squid.
Ooh,
walker
shout
rats.
out James Monk.
Yep. Shout out to Grandpa Monk out there.
Grandpa.
It's about supper time.
So,
Yeah.
That's
him.
true.
so human
Someone
animal
said-
hybrids though. So animal mutilations. Are they saying human animal hybrids? Or are they talking about
Are
like
you reading
cutting-
it right, Brandon?
Yeah, it's mutilation.
They
So
cows
mutilation.
cut
Yes.
parts
parts of off.
animals?
Yeah, if you
Yes.
watch the show, they have a cattle ranch there.
Okay.
And what happens is they'll go out there and see one of the cows down, and the stomach will be completely gone, or the eyeballs will be gone,
Whoa.
or it'll take certain parts and not the other part. And then what's crazy is, you know how when animals are decaying, other animals will come and eat it.
Yeah.
Nothing, they don't come and eat it. It just sits
Nothing
there.
wants to eat
Nothing
it.
wants to eat it after it's been touched.
Dang.
That is ominous.
Yes, so scary.
So are they eating the eyeballs?
Nobody
and They
knows.
like
There's
morph into them?
Look, they've gone in there to be there'll be no blood or anything. That's what's weird.
Okay.
The eyes will be missing and things will be missing, but there's no
But wasn't there
no
theory-
sign of it.
There's
the
no
world's
sign of
best
the
surgeon.
attack or like
Yeah, it doesn't show it.
no.
But wasn't there
S.
like a theory about like them just cutting out the animal and moving it to a different location?
I'm not saying that's not what happened, but you're talking about a 300-pound cow. I mean, that's tough.
I mean, you get some good
Maybe they'll
redneck
be-
into
I'm
it.
sorry. Oh, I'm waiting.
Cows are
way more than 300
Yeah, more than
pounds.
I'm thinking about how much I weighed. I'm going, well, maybe they're about 5 times heavier than me.
They're big.
Hey,
1,000-pound cow.
I'm thinking it's something I'm not doing. That's a skinny cow. But,
They're getting all the malnourished cows. They're actually they're like taking all the diseased cows out, making cows.
but that's what they were talking about on that, guys. It's the-
So that's what they do. Okay.
So they eat it.
I was way
They're
off.
eating the
no, we don't know if they're eating it.
So what they don't sew it to them?
No.
Hope it like feels good.
Well, usually when parts of the animal are missing, it usually means they're using it to sacrifice on some kind of.
Doing some kind of.
They
spiritual
usually
thing.
require certain things.
That's what I was-
Usually on old, what are they? I can't even think of.
Old Bonifay Road.
No. It's actually more of a religious concept where taking parts of animals and sacrificing the animal and parts of the animal. Usually, it kind of represents like the lungs usually represents air. The like each body part's supposed to represent an element, and they usually remove the part, sacrifice the part, and then
They sacrifice the part.
the part of the animal.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
they cook it or something, do some spell, and I'm thinking the part that they take is the part that they're casting a spell on someone else's. So when they take their eyes and cut them out, sneak up like Crash Bandicoot, take a couple eyes, pop them in the soup, stir it up, cook it up.
Mhm.
Next thing you know, your uncle has cataracts.
What is that? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, shows just don't eat anything in soup. Is what I'm getting out of that.
Don't eat the soup, bro.
Dude, hey.
Oh,
Wow.
You gotta watch out for stuff though, that hoodoo and voodoo and stuff.
Oh,
like,
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
You got
It's
to.
Bad energy.
Yeah.
You have
Ooh.
good energy and you have bad energy.
So we're all in agreement there that there's some sketchy stuff out there.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
Some of
believing
that
the whole alien
woo-woo.
theory. Yeah.
There's okay, so we're in agreement. Are you talking about aliens or are you talking about voodoo and spells and magic now?
A little bit of both, honestly. I mean, heck, if there's aliens, there might be some magic.
Well, it's kind of like what is the old
Yeah,
theory?
you got two guns.
What-
You gonna shoot one or the other?
Well, it's
Nah, you're gonna shoot both.
That's right.
Well,
I'm with you. Go ahead, Brown.
it's kind of like it's kind of like what Thor said in the in their movies where they said like magic is another version of science if once it's understood or something like that. Like as long as you understand the process, it's no longer magical. It's just considered science
Yeah.
or some theory like that.
The only
I'm
thing-
probably butchering it.
No, yeah, like the
Okay.
phenomena of magic is considered science once you understand it. Like it's a proven concept. But I feel like every time magic is shown, and we've been in the digital age for 80 years of having television magic shows, internet, YouTube magic shows. Nobody has shown anything that's truly magic.
I agree.
It's all just eye and visual and hand tricks and different
Yeah.
stuff.
So I seen something the other day of a little boy in India,
Okay.
and he was putting on.
Is this when we talk about Catholic priests and all that?
He was putting on a bad. He was on India's Got Talent,
India's got okay.
and
That's where I'd
this
expect
dude
him.
was floating, walking up walls, and doing crazy things, and nothing was behind him, not attached to anything.
Wow.
This is a good video.
But if it's on America's Got
Right.
Talent, it's some kind of way of doing it. It's
No, but and you can see this like black like shadow behind him the whole time.
I think it's all.
Could be a demon.
I think it's all about.
Okay, so
Right now,
this is what's
it
crazy.
might be a demon. It might not be.
Look,
We forgot to add that part.
This is what's funny. It's an all black screen. He has these people behind him with black outfits.
No.
That's what he's saying.
No, that's what you want to think, but it ain't like that. Look it up.
Oh, guys, we got another question that came in.
Okay.
If I don't butcher it,
Try not to.
says this is the report on the missing body parts of the animal. Says they never found the missing organs, but 4 bulbs moved into a trailer that could normally only hold 1.
For what's moved into a trailer?
It says, but 4 bulbs were moved into a trailer that could only normally hold 1. It happens in a tiny amount.
Can you
of time.
spell that for me, please?
Hey, Brandon, start the first word
Okay,
again and then go.
I'll reread it.
Just what is bulbs? Like spell that word.
Spell that bulbs word.
Oh, it's not bulbs. Bulbs. I need to correct something. I need reading glasses.
So it's bulls?
It's bulls. It says,
Okay.
but 4 bulbs were moved into a trailer that could normally only house 1. It happens in a tiny amount of time it happens in a tiny amount of time is what he says when all the incidents go down.
So
they moved bulls into a trailer.
Yes, they moved 4 bulls in a trailer.
so something scared them and they
Was it a
physically
double
squeezed
wide?
it?
But the thing is, though, they're saying that this trailer can only hold 1 bull. So I don't know how they're.
So who put the 4 in there? Is what I'm saying.
I have no. It's the question that they sent.
Think of like a small enclosed trailer that some roofing guy pulls behind his truck to work.
Jesus, I'm still thinking about light bulbs.
I know. I was like, wait, how big are these bulbs? Like, these are the biggest bulbs ever.
Oh,
All right,
Okay.
so 4 bulls into one trailer,
yes.
and then what happens?
It can only hold 1 in
Wow.
the trailer.
So
So
tell me
what's
who
this supposed
put
to
them
be a
in there.
magic trick?
No, this is just something that they mentioned in Skinwalker Ranch.
Okay.
I don't even know what's going on
No,
here.
we're just going just off the
I
rails.
think we
Okay.
need to find somebody else to read the questions and the answers.
No, I
Well,
love
if I have it on the
Brandon is so
screen, I
funny.
can do that, but
This
I
is
can't
my
see what I'm
favorite.
looking at.
This is the best part.
Yeah, it is. Brandon reading the questions is
Yeah,
definitely the
getting a
best part.
dyslexic guy
So-
that can't read.
Picture an enclosed trailer,
Yep,
like a little cargo trailer. Roof
I
of
got
bulls.
that.
Small trailer, maybe even a door with 2 latches that there's no way a bull with no opposable thumbs would be able to open.
Oh, okay.
At the same time that they discover the missing mutilated parts from the animal, that there's no signs of an attack or anything left behind, the bulls are then discovered in a cargo trailer so small only one should be able to fit, crammed together like a couple of Vienna sausages in a can.
Are they dead?
Live and healthy.
They were, but they're dead now.
Live and healthy. Dang.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Okay.
On there.
I understand now.
Yeah,
And there's no like trace of blood or anything.
No.
that's the way I understand.
And even in the trailer, when you got these 4 bulls just
Buying
get
the
into it
sausages.
together,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you
Wow.
know, you
That's
just-
sort of scary.
they're bloodless. They're
Oof.
bloodless.
Oh yeah, nothing happened
Well,
to the wolves.
they say when they find them, they take all the blood out of them first.
What with the what?
And I don't
Suck it
know
out.
how they do it. Maybe,
Vampire.
and then
Skinwalker.
then after they get all the blood out of them, then they take their organs.
Vampire,
2 plus
skinwalker.
is 4.
A skinwalker is a vampire.
It can be. They can be anything they want.
Shit. I mean,
Y'all
crap.
just they can't even. Y'all just cracked the whole show, bro.
Dadgummit, yes.
It's over with.
Skinwalker Ranch, Vampire Ranch.
I like that show. I like the Curse of Oak Island too.
I need to. I've only seen like 1 episode, so
I thought you watched it with me a few times.
Skinwalker
we
Ranch
watched
is
Frog Island.
Oh, Frog Island. was
Okay,
good.
so y'all tell me, we got Curse of Oak Island, Skinwalker
See, that's
Ranch,
like-
Frog
yeah.
Island. So there are all these endless chase shows.
It's exactly what it
gold.
There's
is,
somebody that's seeking adventure,
right?
and they draw you in with the gold rush,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and they never find it, and they
The
just
Templars,
keep you.
the Templars Gold is
They-
the Oak Island,
Templar's Gold,
and they
That's-
will every day. My
Yeah.
wife goes when I watch it because she don't like the show. She'll go, "Well, did they find it?" And I'll go, "Be quiet next week."
I know. Every time I walk into the living
They're
room, I'm
so
like,
close
Scott, they
now.
find anything yet? And he's like, nah, not yet.
But wait till next week.
Yeah.
The
They
best,
showed the previews.
I gotta say, the best show to watch if you really get nice and drunk, go watch Hunting Bigfoot.
I can't.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But the thing is, of course, I don't really believe in the Bigfoot, but it is the most interesting.
Brandon, Bigfoot comes from the portals. He comes in
Absolutely.
and out of a portal.
That's
when he
another
comes in.
subject right there, dude. Bigfoot
wormholes.
is interdimensional being.
He comes in and out of the wormholes when he's
Hungry. It's like the
Yeah.
upside down in Stranger Things. Once Bigfoot needs to feast on teenage meat, he comes out of the wormhole, which comes from the upside down, takes his victim, gets one blurry photo taken of him where you can't quite tell what he is,
Yeah.
and
And
then
he
he
can
sneaks
goes
back
back
off
into
through
the-
the,
like a
through the
chameleon.
quicksand. He runs, he dives behind a tree where quicksand is.
I heard
Y'all-
Bigfoot
y'all
is
would-
actually, he can make himself invisible.
really.
Y'all would love the
Heard that.
story of the SCP Foundation of the Bigfoot culture.
No, we wouldn't. Them are dumb
What?
people.
Well, no, it's a funny
SCC?
SCP.
Oh.
It's a whole like creepy pasta thing that
Sam, Charlie, Papa.
yep, Sam Charlie Papa. Yep.
Southeastern Conference.
No, it's contain, secure, contain, protect is what the acronym is.
Okay, so they have a Bigfoot?
Oh, it's about a bunch of crazy monsters. They actually did a movie.
Oh, yeah, the movie In the Cabin in the Woods.
Yes, it's similar to
I
that.
have seen, that was a crazy movie. I
Man,
thought
that
it was
had
going to
more
be a
plot
demon
twists.
movie.
Well, the movie a long time ago, it was a demon movie. It was scary.
Well, they changed the daggum up because they walk into a room and there is some crap in there.
This
Yeah, they were
room
trying to do
was
the
a
whole
demon
Pandora
The
movie.
box.
Cabin in the Woods is pretty scary.
Yes,
Oh,
that lady was. You remember when she came up? She was
Scariest
laughing?
movie is
Oh,
Insidious.
Oh Lord, that's
Yes.
scary.
That
that
one has the
demon,
most
woo.
jump scares.
Scared, dude, this is the scariest music you'll ever hear.
What's the scariest music?
Like that.
That sounded like a
Whoa.
car slamming on brakes.
That was supposed to be a screeching violin.
I thought it was a screech.
Thanks.
That was solid.
Screeching.
Yeah, I can believe it. I can see it.
Screech is a little eerie, but I don't know if that's the scariest like sound that you can hear. To me, a screech is like you're trying to slide across the floor, but then your feet get stuck.
I have a challenge for you, OG. Go home tonight in your camper and
Okay.
turn on Insidious and watch it by yourself.
Oh,
I live out in the woods, bro.
It'll
I'm
be-
jump scaring at
you will
natural
be-
things.
Scared. Grant,
oh, shoot.
look, Grant walks slowly to his house if it's dark outside.
I'm like, Courage the Cowardly Dog walking up to his house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good show.
Dude, that's
That
scary.
show had prophecies in it.
But I tell you what, man.
Oh, good Lord.
Really?
I mean, they're coming true.
Yeah.
Listen,
Y'all know anything with the
we live with
uh,
aliens. I think Hunter's an alien.
I could be, but aliens are typically blonde.
What is that called? What's the blonde one with the blue eyes called?
Yeah,
Brandon?
those are a species. They look like
is it
us.
called
And there's
Nazis?
actually one
What they
that's
called?
been working in the military for at least 100 years.
Nazis.
No, there's something like that. But Brandon,
Like,
there's
I
a
put
name
that
of
down.
them.
Boom.
Brandon, what's
Will
the
you
name
drop
of them?
that fact one more time?
We got an alien blondie in the military under surveillance.
Yeah, look
that
right here.
works
Brandon's
with the general.
he's going to
Oh,
give
it's
you. Look,
I can't pronounce the word, but
Namanaki.
Namanaki. No, yes, that's correct.
yeah, Brandon,
I did
spell
a
it
pause
for
on
us.
that.
No, that's right.
Yeah,
The
that's him.
Namanaki. Or it sounds like I'm not even saying it right.
I might be a dadgum alien.
I already told
You
you.
sure have a lot of insider information about these Namanaki guys and everything.
Ooh, I should have had some insider information on some deodorant.
Dude,
Oh.
but the RV life, very overrated. You watch these TV shows like Living in the RV and all these YouTube
RV
series.
life.
RV life.
It's not fun.
I thought it was great, man.
D.
Started to live in an RV, and then after a few weeks, it dawned on me. I was like, I take shits bigger than this RV. Oh, the bathroom, dude.
All right.
The toilet.
Y'all know about the. Now, there's another question that came into if I don't butcher it.
Good job. Good job, say
man.
about slapping the leg. I don't want to hear that.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. What about the legend of Willow Creek?
Ooh,
Willow Creek.
I don't know that one.
I try to think on that one.
you're going to have to Google that one, bro.
That one's
Willow
legendary.
Creek.
Yeah, that might be like where Sleepy Hollow's at.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, I knew it sounded familiar.
Sleepy Hollow. That's what
That's
it
the
reminded me
one-
of.
That's the one with the headless horseman.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That is a
Apparently,
real
that
spot.
was one of Johnny Depp's worst movies, though, apparently, according to him.
That's one of Satan's spawns. The headless horseman comes around Halloween every year.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Robbins.
What?
Ain't no teddy bear, boy.
Well, actually, that creature's actually made out of other religion or mythologies in general. That I can't.
The headless horseman.
The headless horseman usually is supposed to.
You think they just invented him?
No. That's no. It's actually other mythologies about the horseman.
My legs are going to sleep. Just
Alright.
saying.
Hunter rubbed that man on his leg one good time.
Ooh, we ain't
Yeah,
asleep
I
no
know.
more.
Poppy.
But y'all keep talking. I'm going to read about it a little bit, and I'll let y'all know what I find out.
All right. Well, I just want to say this. It's supper time.
Is the Master Chief getting hungry?
Hungry and I can't feel my legs.
No worries, man.
Well, we've had a pretty good episode
I
so
think we
far.
Should we
Good
answer this
episode.
Willow Creek?
I don't know who
we
Willow
talk about
Creek
this
is.
Willow Creek one
Sure.
real quick since they asked.
It's Willow Smith.
Who asked
Ooh.
about it, Brandon?
Best
they're-
artist
The
out.
front
right
is
there,
going
bro.
to tell me their names, but they do show when they post.
Oh, so tell us about Willow Creek.
No, that's not. That's not it. That's
Oh,
not.
that's lit
I
though.
whip my head back and forth.
Catch a vibe.
Caught a
Baby, are
vibe.
you ready for the night?
Yeah. We need to get.
Oh,
we need to get
what?
like some famous rock singers. in here.
This one's probably going to require.
Yeah.
This one's
Some
going to.
Leonard Skinner.
Steven
Ooh,
Tyler.
We could get Leonard Skinner's son, Lee.
Yes,
Lee
Lee
Wilkerson.
could come tell stories about his dad.
that'd be cool.
Dude, and tell us how to make millions of dollars.
Yeah. I know a guy that's the son of the lead bass player of Leonard Skinner.
Yes.
Nice.
But it was the original, and unfortunately, he died.
Dang.
He's already passed away.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like the most legendary one because he was
was.
like when you thought of Leonard Skinner and you pictured that guy
The
on
original.
guitar.
Yeah. I know. He
He-
was the one.
he
He was
did-
in the he was in the garage.
He's the only one that didn't die in the plane crash.
Mhm.
Correct.
God.
All the Leonard Skinner band
All the
died,
Leonard Skinner died in a tragic plane crash.
except for him.
Except for
He
the
didn't
head
get-
singer, right?
No, he died too.
The only
Ronnie
one that
Van Zant?
survived. The only one that survived
His
is
brother is the lead singer now.
Oh, okay.
So apparently this one's going to take a long read. So we'll probably go back into
just break it down a little bit. What's it about?
If I
This
don't,
won't be
it's
the
not gonna
last
make any
time we talk
sense.
about aliens. Aliens are a fun topic.
Come on, yeah. We're already this deep. Hit us with the Willow Point. or
Yeah,
Willow
just tell
Hill.
us like a.
No, there's no briefing on this. This is like a couple of pages.
Okay, so
Can I
let me
come
ask you
summarize
this: is
it?
it about
Can I
aliens?
share this with you? If Brandon's reading it, I won't even be able to walk.
God, get up.
Okay, they do say Anthony Fauci is an alien.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know
That's
who let
the
that
missing
comment. That's
piece.
pretty good though.
It's a good comment.
Yeah.
That's the missing piece. That's what we've been missing all along.
I hate him.
They really think
Hate's a
he's
little
an alien.
strong word. You just dislike the guy.
The wormholes.
He caused more problems than needed to be caused in this world.
Oh,
Look at Scott. He's got his wires sitting up under his mic.
don't let Scott know. He's gonna
Fauci.
just fiddle. He's going to fiddle with that
Fauci
stuff.
is the most honest medical professional that I've ever.
Oh
observed.
my! Get up out of that seat.
So if Fauci's an alien, the vaccine is
Joe
probably,
Rogan's the master.
probably something to help the aliens out. Is that what we're
The
saying?
vaccine is a precursor. It's the what's the DNA, RNA? It's RNA, whatever.
Well, come to find out,
Changing your DNA, turning you interdimensionally into an alien.
Yes.
come
You
to
can
find
locate
out,
wormholes
the Willow
easier.
Creek is about Bigfoot. Is what it's all about. That's where the filming and the photos were taken for
Oh,
the Willow Creek.
where's Willow Creek
So you're
located?
telling me there's a wormhole.
Let's
Is it in like Pennsylvania?
And thank you
Florida?
for that comment there, buddy. That you made it a whole lot easier than reading the pages that they had for Willow Creek.
Thank you, buddy, for doing that.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Shout out to Anonymous out there. Whoop, whoop. Probably our only viewer right now. We greatly appreciate all the love and support.
Yes, we do.
Yes, definitely.
We hit it up on a Monday afternoon. It was rough
Instead
after
of-
work.
Instead
Instead
of
of Friday.
So Friday.
Why didn't we
Typically
do it
every
on Friday?
Yeah,
We
what happened?
so something happened. We couldn't do it on Friday.
We couldn't do it on Friday because
I'll let you tell.
I can't even think of his name right
We
now.
couldn't do it on
Big
Friday
Mike.
because I had a golf tournament.
Big Mike had to do a
had to
golf
play the
tournament.
gentleman's game.
Asked him how he did his first 2 days.
I did good. I came in second place out of the whole tournament.
Sure did.
So
But
you know what second place means, right?
Yeah,
Loser.
First loser.
it's like
I love the
Ricky
support.
Bobby's sidekick.
The boy, yeah. Dale.
Dale.
Yeah. Hey, we're like here at Ordinary Excellence. It's first place or no place, baby.
Ordinary excellence.
I'll try again next year.
It's an annual thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
It is.
Oh,
Well, you have a year
Quickest
for that to
greens
inspire
I've ever
you
played.
and motivate you to be a better golfer next year.
He needs to work on Saturday. No more Fridays off. It's just the way it works.
No more Fridays off, bro.
That's right.
We're done.
No,
yeah, I don't think we're going to
days
step on the theory with 9/11 there. So we got
Oh,
another person
dude.
left, but also the Willow
Dude, there's
Creek-
some theories behind 9/11, no
off.
doubt.
There's definitely a small conspiracy.
It's
The
actually-
Saudi-
terrorists.
The Saudis
Terrorists
did it.
for sure.
Yeah.
Terrorists
Yeah,
is the
so-
right way to do it.
It's
and
a
just to let
known
y'all know,
fact.
the Willow Creek's actually in California.
Okay.
Saudis did it.
Over by the
That-
redwoods.
The redwoods.
Sequoias.
That's in
That's
Cali.
the big trees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard
They
there's
got some
dude,
big bushes out
There's
there
some
too.
there's some like secret meetings held in the redwoods. Apparently, there's some spiritual energy out there
Where?
in the redwoods.
Oh, there's not good energy out there.
I mean, it's demonic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where they do the
The Illuminati.
Hey, is that where they do the
that's
big
where the
government thing?
elitist pedophiles go, where Alex Jones
Freemasonry.
busted in the
Yes.
late
Oh, that's
90s.
the owl
Whoa,
god.
now we're
That's
drawing
the
lines.
owl god, right?
That's part of it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
definitely part of it. Now we're connecting dots.
oh,
I
shoot,
just
this
can't,
is-
dude, it's killing me because I can't remember the name of it, but where they supposedly elitists meet out there in the woods, do
Yes.
these ceremonies.
They actually have a
Children
tape of
involved.
it, them doing it.
Yeah.
Alex
Alex Jones, back on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't remember the actual place in the forest, like that it's called
And
Bohemian Grove.
Yes,
Oh.
that's right.
good job.
Let me tell you how good that felt, because it never comes to me like
That is it, Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove. Yep,
And they were like doing crazy stuff, like
it's on
shouting and like this, like this is gonna be the best summer ever.
Yeah, and they're chanting,
yeah, and they're all
torches and
Hell Satan.
yeah, I definitely heard
Crazy
that in the
shit.
background somewhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
It's awful.
I'm trying to think, but I don't know.
there's also I was gonna say, and I forgot the name of it as well. It's a different part of California that has some crazy stuff that goes on out there.
California sucks.
California sucks. California, stay there.
Yep.
Don't come to Florida. We don't want you.
Stay there, California.
We got enough
They're
people.
fixing to fall into the ocean, anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's you're on a fault line.
Perfect.
Your days are numbered.
All right, Brandon.
So, anything else we got, guys? I think we've covered. What do we got?
Whoever's leaving
from
these
our
comments has definitely got some jugs towards Scott. I don't know who it is.
Oh, that's Master Chief. Oh,
Master
man.
Chief.
Yeah, Master
bro.
Chief.
You can't be talking junk.
Yeah,
What's
it
he
says
saying?
I heard
Talking, man.
I heard Chief Master likes Hillary Clinton.
Not
That-
a chance.
Hillary Clinton is the most
She
transparent.
needs to
politician.
go to jail.
We got too many Trump signs to be Clinton fans.
Yeah.
Yep. Hillary.
Hey, we got to be nice to our Democratic friends too.
I mean, look, I didn't say nothing bad.
Look,
Just
You can be
because they're not,
Democratic without
just
being-
because they're not smart,
Yeah.
that means we don't have to be friends with them.
Oh, that's the way to lay it on there, light old man. Shit.
Oh,
Hillary.
gosh.
Oh shoot.
I'm thinking
To go
if we're
into
going
Hillary.
to talk about politics, it needs to be on another day because that's a whole hour's worth right there.
We can get
that's
into
right.
Hillary. I mean, we got emails. We got Benghazi. We got
Benghazi, bro.
Benghazi stinks.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
yeah.
We got
That's,
emails.
Sucks.
We got Monica Lewinsky.
Mhm.
We got all the missing people that used to work for the Clinton.
We got that island,
We got Epstein Island.
Epstein Island.
We got the fake suicide of Jeffrey Epstein in prison.
Yep,
He's
yep,
possibly
yep.
still alive. Then we
Wow.
have
Okay, guys. Hey,
Ghislaine
hey,
Maxwell. I might have
hey,
made up that last
hey,
part.
I was about to say.
I want to stay alive. Can we quit talking about it?
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
little more widespread now.
Yeah,
I think
man,
they've talked
we're
about it
good.
on Joe Rogan. We're good.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. But we're just
Look, Bonifay
Small
just
town
needs to hear
country
this
boys.
stuff, man.
Yeah.
take us out in a second.
Stuff they got.
We ain't gonna mean much, trust me.
Yeah, but if we hit the gym, it'll take them 5 seconds.
Yes, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to the gym today, Hunt?
I gotta go to Walmart.
Oh, he's going.
Scott,
out
you're
of town.
going to the gym.
I need
I
to go to
can't.
Walmart.
I'm going to go pick up your mama here in about
but I
15
got to
minutes.
go work out too.
Oh shit.
Won't give a shout out to her.
So you won't
But-
give a shout out? Okay. No shout out to the mama.
No
Oh,
shout out
yeah.
to mama today.
Shout out, Summer.
Shout out to my mama.
So let's go ahead and see what we're bringing in next week or this coming up Friday. Who are we inviting any guests?
Let's hold up. Let's tell them we'll post it on the Facebook page and Spotify page,
Yeah.
and let them know who we're bringing in because we're bringing in a couple of guest guys. Be Friday.
Guess, guys, did you just drop a hint?
No, it could be girls.
Should we
Okay.
talk about aliens with him?
This sounds like a comment my mom
We'll drop a
would
few
always
hints
tell
and
me.
see where it goes.
What's the comment?
Says think positive. Y'all are gonna be huge.
Is that what old girl
Thank
said?
you.
That's-
We that's what we want. I'm already.
I love the
I'm-
positivity.
I'm
Thank you,
already
sir.
huge, but we come up with something else, you know.
I'm trying to be huge.
Yeah, I'm
trying-
pretty big.
trying to get less.
Big Mike's pretty big. I can vouch.
I'm tiny, trying to be tinier.
Tiny's pretty tiny.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll admit.
Well,
All
guys,
right, guys.
I enjoyed this.
Well, it's
Yeah,
been
me
real.
too, man. It has been real.
Thank y'all for listening
Yeah,
and watching.
Everybody.
For sure.
Thank y'all.
If you want to follow us or reach out, get notifications by us, check us out on YouTube, Spotify, our Facebook page. That's Ordinary Excellence. You can tune in. We're going to be doing this weekly. Me, Master Chief, Big Mike, Tiny. We're going to keep it coming. So y'all tune in, bring the questions, weird or normal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, if y'all
so-
have somebody you want us to bring in, just
Still
let
gonna-
us know. Yeah.
Still going to highlight the benefits of the community around us, bring in guests that are making a change and doing great things within their organizations and businesses.
Yes.
And we're going to keep them coming. So
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
until next time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
Brandon.
oh my gosh! Wait a
I hit the wrong button.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh my